How y'all doing tonight? All right, pretty good, pretty good. So I'm going to start out by telling you I get cut off in traffic a lot. Yeah, I figured out why. It's because I drive a Volkswagen Beetle. True story. So like I figured that out like when I got cut off the other day, and it wasn't that I got cut off, it was the way this guy cut me off that really got to me. He pulled up next to me in his big Dodge truck and kind of just peeked in, you know, probably expecting to see a 15-year-old girl and her friend. Sees me and goes, what's this guy gonna do? Hit me with his purse? Yeah, it's just like be picking me out of the grill later, you know, no bug. That's where it goes, man. I have some weird encounters in that bug, I'll tell you the truth. I was trying to find this comedy show the other night, and I was getting lost, and I was driving real slow, and I pulled up to a red light, and this guy in a black Volkswagen pulls up next to me and starts revving his engine at me. Like as if we were going to have the saddest drag race ever. Be like a couple of wind-up toys, just halfway through the race, we gotta jump out and start winding. Yeah, it's a funny car. It's a bug, but it's turbocharged.
Ooh.
Why? It has a speed-activated spoiler.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a really odd feature for a car that also has a built-in flower holder. Every day, just looking at me. You gonna make me pretty? Like that.
And they do.
Yeah. So this is kind of a weird little transition, but how many of you guys like Star Wars? Anyone like Star Wars out there?
Yeah!
Awesome. I kind of wanted to do that all over again, but with a little bit more of an ethnic feel. Stay with me here. I'm going to have it starring Obi-Wan Kenobi. You know. And Chewbacca is already a Spanish name, so we just got to change up his dialogue a little bit. So, He's hanging out with Han Cholo. You're buying your crack off of Jar Jar Blings. You still want the big rock or the small rock?
Always the big one.
Always the big one. We got Darth Vato. You know how Darth Vader breathes? You know he's. Well, Darth Vato's more. The force is strong with this one. There's a scene in the movie where Luke's training with this little droid that shoots lasers at him, you know, blocking with his lightsaber. In that scene, it's gonna be Obi-Wan just chucking a pinata. Instead of Jedis, they're gonna be called Red Eyes. There you go. A true red eye can feel it flowing through him, man. That's right.
Are they from East LA?
So yeah, I got that ethnic thing from like growing up, you know, with a Mexican family. And my favorite holiday with a Mexican family is Thanksgiving because, you know, you crowd 400 people in a house that holds 3. And that's true. We got big old families, and I'll never forget this one Thanksgiving. My grandmother, she made this dish. She called it Indian pudding. Well, that's not what she called it. She called it that later. The very first thing she said to me is, "You want some panocha?" For those of you that don't know, panocha in Spanish means pussy. Also pudding. I get it, I can see that. But anyway, my grandmother walks up to me, my cousin, and my brother-in-law. "You guys want some panocha?" And you can't laugh at grandma. Don't laugh at grandma, okay? Because she's only got like 2 years left, you know? That's not funny, she's already dead. So, anyway, you know, we're trying to be really nice, you know. It's you know, no, Grandma, that's okay. No, we're full. Go outside, fall over on the lawn, just laughing. Oh, I never laughed so hard in my life, you know. Just my legs got weak, you know. It's just felt like I just ran a mile, getting back up, you know, just fucking giddy as all hell. I can't believe that just happened. I walk back in, my wife comes up. Have you tried your grandma's panocha? We should market that stuff. Panocha, the proof is in the pussy. That's all I really had, but I want to wrap up tonight with kind of an announcement, just so you know. Tomorrow marks 20 years since the comedy world suffered a tragedy. Sam Kinison was killed by a drunk driver 20 years ago today. And it was really upsetting because he was just getting his life back together, you know. He would just quit the drugs and the alcohol and the partying, and, you know, he just, on his way to a comedy show, a drunk 17-year-old just plowed into him and, you know, killed him. That's really upsetting, but I think if he were alive today, he'd appreciate the irony in that situation. So here is my Sam Kinison tribute, you know, right after he got hit by the truck. Okay, so imagine Sam Kinison's spot, like his spirit is sitting next to his body. Well, that figures. Just when I turn it all around, this shit happens! I can't fucking believe it, trying to do something right, and look at that! It's kind of a tough joke, but Sam Kinison said, this is his words, you know, it's kind of a tough bit, and it's hard to laugh at. But there are some things that either make you want to laugh or cry, and you can't always cry. I'm Jason Moore. Thanks a lot, everybody.